You're just a big, fat panda.
I'm not a big fat panda. I'm the big fat panda. Skadoosh.
Yuyati, Valokore, Amala, Delendo, Yari, Yustanokore, Tori Kong, Kaupisa Balakong.
And welcome to Big Fat Panda show number 36. That was from the King Kong cue, and I thought it would be funny to find out what she was saying, and when I translated it, it was all about David's Vacation Club rentals. Our guest this month is Adam Roth. He's from everywhere. You'll meet him. Good friend of mine. I've known him for many years. And let's give an official thank you to my exclusive sponsor, David's Vacation Club Rentals at dvcrentals.com. When you get a chance, please go to the site dvcrentals.com and see what you may have been missing out on renting DVC points. Okay, let's hop on over to Universal Studios. Excuse my voice. I've been screaming and yelling this month, all for the right reasons. King Kong, Reign of Kong. These vehicles are kind of like the safari vehicles over in Animal Kingdom, Disney's Animal Kingdom. And yes, it is screens, but I can forgive them a little bit because there's some really good animatronics in the ride. So you do wear 3D glasses, but like I said, during the adventure, I am respecting them and not showing any on-ride video of this because they've asked not, but I did see some of the queue, and the queue is pretty spectacular. If you are a DVC member, there is a beautiful new lounge in the Imagination Pavilion for you over at Epcot. It really is pretty. Let's take a quick tour. Remember, you'll either have to be with somebody that owns DVC or have your DVC membership ID card available. Otherwise, you ain't getting in. Sticking with Epcot, Frozen Ever After opened, and I am happy to say Disney did not let me down. I really liked it. Yes, I liked it better than Maelstrom. There, I said it. Maelstrom didn't have much of a cohesive story to me. You went up, you went backwards, you went down, it was it. They did extend the track a little bit. If you remember in Maelstrom, you got in and you went up the chain. Now there's some scene there. There's actually two scenes. One is Olaf kicking around and then the trolls. But the Elsa scene is unequivocally my favorite scene, and it's a little thrilling. It really is. They did a nice job. The animatronics have some, I'm not going to call it projection, some TV faces, but their movements are very fluid. Her arms, you got to watch their arms. They're fluid like humans. So I loved Frozen Ever After. got to check it out. It's been a long line, so try to get Fast Pass. And over at the studios, the new Star Wars A Galactic Spectacular opened. And Disney is not letting me down. I'm loving it. Yes, there are projections with the fireworks, and they're cleverly used. There's like 2 other buildings, even like a third, actually that's the Idol building, where they're projecting on to create the Star Wars feeling with the fireworks, and the people are just in awe. The fireworks are no longer above the Chinese theater directly. When they were, they had to shut down that part of the park for a good couple of hours because of the fireworks. So they don't want to do that when it's Toy Story Land and Star Wars Land. So I understand that most of the fireworks to the right and to the left, but still, the projection was amazing. And over in the Magic Kingdom, Mickey's Royal Friendship Faire began. This is the new stage show to replace Dream Along with Mickey. No, this I don't like as much as Dream Along with Mickey. I like the villain and I like the story. This is just a bunch of friends. It's Tiana, it's Rapunzel, it's Frozen. I want more classic princesses. I want to see Snow White and Cinderella. It's our castle after all. But I do think children are going to love this show. I think a lot of adults will love this show. Take a look at a quick piece of a song from Mickey's Royal Friendship Faire. Over at Disney Springs, we had the opportunity to have an intimate dinner, like 5 people, and the food was just amazing. These little burgers, Wagyu beef burgers, amazing. All the side dishes, the creamed spinach, the steaks, everybody got a steak, so I got the chicken. Let me tell you, it was some of the best chicken breast ever had. The steaks that people had, they loved them, I tasted them, they were awesome. I can't wait to go back with family and friends to STK Steakhouse, really awesome place. Other things are cooking up at Universal. They're calling Volcano Bay their water park, their 3rd theme park. Not sure if I understand that, since when Disney opens up a water park, it's not considered another theme park. It's a water park, but they're calling this their 3rd theme park. Volcano Bay looks pretty interesting. A lot of it is not done yet, so this video that they put out is basically renderings, but take a peek at what Volcano Bay will be.
Introducing a water theme park like no other. Universal's Volcano Bay. A relaxing tropical oasis where every carefree moment is inspired by the belief that water is life, and life is joy. This is where you'll make the most of every splash, every scream, every breathtaking thrill. Welcome to a new kind of vacation paradise. Welcome to Universal's Volcano Bay, the 3rd amazing theme park at Universal Orlando Resort.
As Disney Springs starts to come together, I notice a lot of entertainment coming into the area. Traveling violinists, accordionists. I don't even know if that's a real word. Somebody with an accordion traveling through, they're doing their thing. But I also notice now they're getting the living statues. I miss them. Do you remember they used to be at Epcot? Take a look at some of these living statues. They are across from the Daily Poutine and right next to Amaret's Bakery. And for those of you merchandise lovers, let's go to another episode of Mouse-A-Holics with Corinne Andersson.
Hi everybody and welcome back to another episode of Mouse-A-Holics. My name is Corinne Andersson, and this month I'm going to show you more of my favorite merchandise picks from Walt Disney World. So come along. So one of my favorite picks every month is a Disney mug. I mean, I buy them all the time. You can't stop. You always need a Disney mug. So this is a continuing of a previous series, and they just released an Aladdin one, and it's like called Cutie Aladdin characters, and it's adorable. And for a more classic look, it's the new Walt Disney World mug that features all 4 parks. This is like the best souvenir pick you can bring home to all your friends. Another thing you need when you visit a Disney park is a fashionable hat, and then I mean a fashionable Disney hat. So 2 new options is this Finding Dory one and this super cute, over here, Marie hat. This is my favorite. I mean, you can all wonder why, but for Finding Dory fans, this is just perfect. So I don't always show baby stuff like a pic because I don't have kids, but I mean when you see adorable stuff like this and the babies get the rare characters, so I mean I want to wear this. Look, little ship, and then Abu from Aladdin, and Simba. If you like rare Disney characters, the baby collections at the Disney parks are perfect for you. So that's all my pick for the month of June, and you want to see even more Disney merchandise, please visit Disney Lifestyle on Instagram and come back next month for even more Disney merchandise.
Some of my good friends are in a band called Simply Tina. It's a Tina Turner tribute band. I went to their audition for Disney years ago, and now they're at Epcot this week. The Tina Turner tribute band was just great, and the drummer, John Bennett, very nicely wore a BigFatPanda.com shirt. So let me once again remind you of David's Vacation Club Rentals, dvcrentals.com. Take a look at their Facebook page when you get a chance. We're starting to get into a lot more live videos, so if you like that page and are a part of it, you're more likely to get a notification when I do live video. It's facebook.com/dvcrentals. Also, their YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/dvcrentals. I do a lot of room and resort videos there. You may or may not know this. We're doing a night series, so expect more night videos too from the resorts, but you have to check them out on both, and we're doing a lot more of those live videos. Also, the prize for this month is still going to be a BigFatPanda.com t-shirt. We have gray, we have black, we have women's, we have men's, all sizes, so you get to pick. In order to be in the running for the shirt, thumbs up this video. Make sure you're subscribed to BigFatPanda.com, the YouTube channel, and just put any comment you want here on this video. Anything. You could say hi, and you will be in the running for that shirt. And now let's get to our guest, Mr. Adam Roth. And ladies and gentlemen, I am here with Adam Roth.
Hello, everyone.
Adam is I joke around, I call him a gallivanter. He does have his own stuff, WDW Celebrations, and we'll get into that. But you do so much. I've known you for a while now, through Shelly, Karen, and you do a lot of stuff for other people.
Yeah, it keeps life exciting.
It definitely does, and keeps me confused, which is good. Wow. If you remember, I've had Rob Alvey. He's the only person that's been on this show twice.
I'll try to beat that record.
Oh, I don't know if you're going to beat Rob. I don't know. Theme Park Review. What do you do for Rob Alvey Theme Park Review?
So I've been writing for Theme Park Review for about 10 years. Actually, 10 years this past January. And I cover a lot of the local events in Orlando and Tampa.
Remember they made you go on that slide?
Yeah. Ehu's Breakaway Falls. You should watch the video if you haven't seen it. I have the girliest scream.
They kind of use you like a guinea pig a little bit.
Pretty much. And the best part about that video was they caught me as I was hyperventilating on my first time on a slide like that, and my scream was extremely embarrassing, and they just replay it over and over again. So if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. Yeah.
I am terrified. Ehu's Breakaway Falls. I've not ever been on a pro slide drop tower before. I can't even speak.
goes.
So I get to experience a lot of rides.
Are we still getting this polar coaster on iDrive?
Yeah. Josh Wallach already opened up Mangoes.
What did you study in school?
Hospitality management with a specialization in theme park management. I was one of few people to graduate with a specialization in theme parks.
I make friends with these people because I need favors in the future.
And I've never worked a day in my life in a theme park, so it's odd enough. But I really I'm passionate about seeing Orlando grow and evolve. And Mangoes and Skyplex are just two examples of things that are going to change iDrive. And iDrive has been, in a bit of a rut for a while.
iDrive 360.
iDrive 360 is another one of those things that it's going to elevate the standard, and I think you're going to find a lot of those smaller shops, those electronics stores and tattoo parlors and
Tervis
tumbler shops, things that don't necessarily have a place in the new vision of iDrive, and with a new Universal area supposedly coming nearby, this is what's going to represent the city.
Volcano Bay is right there too.
Volcano Bay is close by, so I think the great thing about Mangoes and the new parking garage that's going to have the high-end rooftop restaurant and then Skyplex is it's going to take that entire corridor and make it
more crowded.
Well, yeah.
No, but it's going to make it fun.
They're adding a pedestrian bridge that's going to
really?
increase safety. Yeah, they're the Wallach Holdings. They're working to fund a pedestrian bridge that covers Sand Lake and iDrive's intersection on all four corners.
Now, who else do we write for?
So I've written for a lot of sites over the years. I had my own website at one point called Dreamfinder Forever when I was really young.
Wait, were you really into the Dreamfinder?
Yeah.
Does Ron know about this?
I've had the pleasure of meeting Ron Schneider a couple of times, and I was
Schneider, the original Dreamfinder.
I was a bit of a fan. I grew up with SeaWorld parks, but of my youngest memories of Disney, I wasn't a fan of thrill rides. I was afraid of a lot of rides growing up, so I found myself drawn to Epcot because I was really a kid into tomorrow and the future and sci-fi, and there was something about Epcot with all those dark rides that were accessible to someone of my type that was afraid of rides, things like Horizons and Journey into Imagination I remember vividly. So I've written, again, for Theme Park Review for a very long time, and I still do today. I've written for WDWNT.
Tom Corliss?
The Tom Corliss. And I've also written for Touring Plans and a few other magazines.
Touring Plans? That's a pretty big outfit to write for. You still doing that?
No, I haven't been able to keep up with it, thanks to work. But one of my passions, if you read my tweets more consistently, I tweet about theme parks, music, and food.
Okay, we're on to tweets. What is your Twitter? I'll put your Twitter right here.
It's at ARoth WDWC.
At ARoth
WDWC.
Got it.
So, the WDWC will make sense a little bit later, I'm sure.
Well, we can talk about WDW celebrations.
Yep. So, in addition to doing everything that I've done for a lot of the other sites, I helped to co-found an organization called WDW Celebrations. So, I was involved in an event, the creation of an event to commemorate Epcot's 25th anniversary back in 2007, and we worked in partnership with Park Management, then Vice President Jim McPhee of Epcot, to coordinate.
Okay, but just hold on. He's 16 at this time.
Yeah.
And he's on the phone with Epcot Management. If you meet Adam, you get that from he's like, wow, you were ahead of me in kindergarten, weren't you?
Not that far ahead, I promise. But there's
heat radiating from his brain.
Well, yeah, I blush. But the funny thing is that we worked with the Park Management to make sure that we were not impacting the guest experience negatively, because that's what has made our memory so important.
Because you were trying to do your own event kind of on top of theirs.
Right, to really celebrate the park's anniversary, and when everything was said and done, we had 1,200 attendees. Over the course of 2 days, we were able to get priority seating for time with Marty Sklar during his presentations. They opened the 25th anniversary gallery to our guests before everyone else. We got to meet the vice president of Epcot, and then it culminated in a Illuminations dessert party. So we had a really memorable experience for that first event, and with 1,200 people, we had a lot of people asking us to continue doing what we did. And part of our message of that event was we actually raised money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation in partnership with Lou Mangello at the time. He had an organization that he was running in partnership with his own website, WW Radio, and that's just it. It makes such a difference, such a great organization, and so we donated a lot of money towards that based on our event.
Okay, so is WDW Celebrations doing something for the 45th?
Yes.
Which is October 1st of this year's Disney's 45th anniversary.
Yes, so we've had 11 events in 9 years, including that Epcot's 25th, and so this will be our 12th event. It's taking place from September 28th through October 2nd of 2016. It is Worldwide 45. We've announced that title. I believe, or if not, you're hearing it here first. But our events bring like-minded fans together to raise money for, now we support Give Kids the World, another local charity.
Attached to Make-A-Wish also.
Attached to Make-A-Wish. We're supporting the Village directly, so we volunteered at the Village before many of us have. We've presented our funds directly to the Village.
Amazing place.
And if you've never been, it's
off property, but it looks like a Disney resort, and what they do for these kids.
Right, and all of the local businesses, Darden, SeaWorld, Universal, Disney, they all invest in this to make lifetime wishes really come true. And I mean, it's a privilege to us to celebrate together, but it's an even greater privilege to be able to raise money for such a great cause. So that's what drives us, is bringing like-minded fans together to celebrate significant park anniversaries, but also to raise money for great causes. And so we do 3 to 4 day events, as we have over the last the last 9 years. And we do group rides, group shows, special extra ticket events. We've done private backstage magic tours. We've done private meals with Imagineers and with Disney Legends.
Do we sign up for each thing individually?
No. So the great thing about it is we don't take any of the money we earn. Everything, we cover our costs, and anything in excess goes directly to charity. Automatically, a portion of the funds, a significant portion of the funds for your registration, typically anywhere between $6 and $8 of the registration cost is $6 to $8. Typically, $3 to $5 of that goes directly towards Give Kids the World, and then you have the option to donate additional if you want. Or to prize fund, because what we do is we do have a lot of interactive games, interactive activities. We have a very skilled group of individuals on our team who make interactive games and scavenger hunts that I promise you will never be able to get every answer right.
Okay, when does registration start happening for this?
That should happen in the next month.
Okay, and if I went to WDW Celebrations, I can get right to that.
Yeah, okay. Absolutely. And so we also have our Twitter account at WDW Celebrations. We have Facebook.
Oh, that's separate than your. Okay, you were giving me your personal.
Yeah.
So at WDW Celebrations.
At WDW Celebrations, we do about one event a year. Typically around September, October-ish. We've done a couple. Our most recent one was during the holidays, Holiday Tupla, a follow-up to one of our original holiday events. But during that time, you'll have a scavenger hunt. You'll have an interactive game, totally custom. It's unlike any other game you've ever done before, and each time it's very different. I can't spoil any of the details. We're still making it very evil. But the great thing is there's a lot of opportunity to meet like-minded fans.
Smart brainiac crowd.
No, and that's the thing is I promise you, it really appeals to everybody. We have guests of all ages.
It's like the Big Bang Theory people.
Our youngest guest we ever had was a 6-month-old. And our oldest guest, I think
he got everything right,
was 93 years old. So
wow.
So we welcome all guests of all ages, of all means. We don't charge a lot for admission for that very reason. Nothing is mandatory. Everything is optional. It's really meant to foster a great opportunity for people to get together and experience the parks.
I'm so glad that we're able to get the word on that, because I want to be involved in that too. I can attest to your passion. I like people that have passion like me. Yeah. And when I first met you, I knew immediately you really got that theme park passion stuff going on.
And I promise you, it's not just me. This is not a one-person show. We've got a lot of other people on our team that make this organization and this event, each event, what it is.
Your
fun
lovely, smiley wife. I'll put her picture here. Is
Madeline Miller.
You've got to pull back from Madeline. She's there.
So yes, I'm lucky enough. I got engaged in September, end of September. We actually have known each other for many years. Just didn't realize we knew each other. We connected online, reconnected online, but we
like playing Warcraft. What?
No, J-date. No shame. But we reconnected online. It turns out our older siblings both knew each other growing up, and she's 6 months older than me, so she was in a higher age range, which is why I didn't know her that well, but we knew of each other.
6 months older is a higher age range.
You know.
Oh, really? On the dating app, that was...
No, in terms of school. Like,
that 6 months was...
That was enough to make me in a grade lower. We met in front of Cirque du Soleil, and we just hit it off. So she actually came to the Celebrations event a few weeks later that first time, threw her into the pit with hundreds of my closest acquaintances.
So was she already a Disney fan or not as much?
Not as much, but funny enough, the day before we met, she had just bought her first annual pass for herself.
Not
Not prompted by me. Hadn't even reconnected with her.
That's heaven. Lastly, what are you most excited for? Toy Story Land, Pandora, Avatar, Star Wars, or something else?
Well, marriage. That's the politically correct answer. But yes, Star Wars Land. I really am excited. Geek? I am a Star Wars geek. Okay. My username on Theme Park Review is JediMaster1227, and it has been. It was.
I didn't know that.
So I am an uber Star Wars geek. My bar mitzvah had stormtroopers. That's a whole nother.
Is that even allowed?
Yeah. Well, it was at the time. Darth Vader and a fleet of stormtroopers came and interrupted my bar mitzvah, and there was a choreographed lightsaber duel. Was
there like Rabbi Vader?
No. I was the Luke of the story, and I end up striking down Darth Vader and then unmasking him, and it turned out to be my brother.
That's awesome. I can see Maddie as Leia.
Hey, don't give her ideas.
I have to have you back. This was really good. I don't have to do much editing, but there's too much stuff.
I'm working on beating Rob's record.
Well, Rob will probably be back in a couple of months if I can get him.
So, all right. Well, hey, just if you can't get him, just pencil me in. I'll be filler.
And I never gave you the hug. The panda hug. I have to do that now.
There's a panda hug.
There is. I will get in trouble. People now, if somebody says to me you didn't give it to, I know they didn't watch the whole thing.
Well, I got the panda hug. It's real. It just happened.
We will definitely have you back. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you for having me.
And there you have it, show number 36. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I do. I get to look at like audience retention, and I see how many of you actually sit and watch the whole half hour, 32 minutes, whatever it might be, and I really appreciate it. Thank you. Let me remind you about David's Vacation Club Rentals at dvcrentals.com. I always say if you, a loved one or a family member, I'm going to change it up a little bit because they don't script me, I just say things. Take a look at the price calculator. On that website, you put in the resort that you want, the dates that you want, and you see how much it's going to cost. Compare that by just going to Disney's website and looking at the same cost. You'll be shocked at how much you can save just by renting someone's DVC points. I think that's going to be in your future. Take a look at that. So go forth, create pandemonium, and above all, keep giving out those panda hugs. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back next month with another fun-filled show. Until next time, Panda out.